Hope you're all well. I'm off for another little camp, just a bit of a day camp, nothing like an overnight or anything. I'm back in the forest. I know I said that I was going to come back here and visit that rocket engineering place. That's far over. I'm right over the other side to where that is. So I just ain't got the time today to be going there, but I will pay that a visit. That should be good. Right, let's get a move on. Right, while I'm on my travels, so the wind's picking up. Hope it's not too bad on the microphone on the phone. Yeah, while I'm on my travels, I might as well tell you, I came here say a couple of weeks ago, maybe a bit longer, and again I hadn't got much time, so I didn't walk so far into the forest, and I hadn't got, hardly any time. I got a bit more time today, luckily. Anyway, I was walking in, not far from where I can park my car. I thought, it's alright here. Yeah, it's a bit off the trail or whatever, all's okay. I looked around me, put up the hammock, put the tarp up and do the normal stuff, and had a cup of tea. Nothing much to eat. Had a cup of tea. I thought, oh well, might as well have a chill out in the hammock. So I got myself in there, zipped it up. This is the one with the bug net, and so I zipped myself in, and I just because obviously it's autumn, you can see all the leaves are falling all around me. It's autumn. I could hear crunch, 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 crunch. It slowly got closer and closer. I thought, well, that's not wildlife, that's not deer, and all of a sudden it stopped, and I was at this bottom of this little hill, and anyway, I looked over my shoulder through the bug net on this hammock. I looked across, and I looked at the top of this little hill. There was this silhouette of this bloke. I didn't tell it was a bloke silhouette. It wasn't too far away, about 100 yards away. And I was looking up at him, looking down at me, and what seemed to go on for eternity. I thought, oh, fuck this. I thought, well, I'm just going to lie back down, He's just paused there. I didn't know whether to wave or what to do. It's like a fucked up circumstance, really. It's just weird. So, anyway, I thought, fuck it, I'm going to lie back down in my hammock and see what happens. Because I'd hear him anyway if he got closer, and then obviously I'd have to unzip myself out, get out, and do whatever. Somebody else coming now, fuck me. Right, I can resume. There's a jogger, see? Anyway, where had I got to? So I decided to lie back down in my hammock. So the bloke was, 100 yards plus away, so I could unzip and get out of the hammock quickly if I got to. Anyway, luckily I lay back down and I listened out for any more rustling of the leaves, and I did, and he just turned on his heel. But it probably freaked him out as much as it freaked me out, you know what I mean? So it's a pretty rare thing that, in fact it's very rare that I come across anybody else while I'm camping. And usually I'm pretty stealthy, but that day I got lazy, didn't I? I hadn't got much time, so I just decided to take a risk and set up camp not far away from the car and from the main trails. And it just goes to show people get everywhere, doesn't it? So yeah, there you go. Right, I've got to get down this bank here, so I'll speak to you in a minute. Even though I'm only doing a day camp and I am limited for time, it's just getting on now. I'm going to head deeper into the forest than I normally do. I've been here, well, where I'm going to, I've been here once or twice before, but it is quite a trek, but it's worthwhile. Especially if I'm not going to, you know, it's guaranteed, but it's very unlikely that I'm going to get hassled, you know, nosy buggers. So it's not the ideal thing, is it? If you come out like camping and whatever, a wild camp, you want your solitude, don't you? Well, I do anyway. That's like you want your peace and quiet. That's exactly what you want to come out for. I expect to see deer and the wildlife and hear the birds, but the last thing I want to see is people, and especially nosy ones. Okay, catch you in a minute. Everything's dying back now, so it's that much easier to get through, like, rather than like the middle of the summer, which is when I made my last video. Once you nearly went, oh, so have a tip there. Yeah, it's a lot easier to get through, so I can cover a lot more distance in less time. Anyway, I'll say hello to Quiet Cyclist. How you doing, Jules? James Edwards. How you doing, James? And I'll say hello to, I haven't mentioned before, somebody I've been subscribed to for a long time. The legend, the man himself, the real deal, Mr. Jack Striker. How you doing, Jack? Alright, mate. Yeah, I can recommend Jack's channel. He's been on there for years. He covers all subjects, does our Jack. But yeah, he's a top bloke, and he says it like it is, which is the only, personally, I think it's the only way to be. Yeah, so do yourselves a favour and visit Jack Striker's channel. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Right. Oh, I am heading over that away. It's the busiest that I've seen it in a long while, in the forest. I've only walked, what, maybe a couple of miles, and I've seen several people already. And I always try and keep off the main trails, but of course to get in the place you've got to go on them, so it's inevitable. I'm not too far now, probably another couple miles to go, and I'll be at camp. But you know, I'm not doing anything of any bloody interest or of anybody, or anything that's not being done on YouTube before while camping. I'm just coming to relax, and I thought, shit, it's been such a long time since I put anything up, because you know, I thought I comment on everybody else's channel that I rate, and I'm not putting anything up there, so I think it's only right that I say hello, rather than just typing it in the comments box below their videos. So yeah, I do. Right, starting to get deeper in now. As you can see, it's all the pined area, spruce. It's quite windy, so deep in here, hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Right, I'll stop waffling and I'll get my arse there. Catch you in a minute. Right, I'm here. Trouble is, this is where I normally camp, but oh look, somebody's made a trail right through. In fact, it's right between the trees I set my hammock up. Bloody typical. So I'm afraid, see, that's where I normally put my kettle on there. This trail wasn't here, what, a few months ago. Bloody hell. Right, so I'm going to have to travel further in and see if I can find somewhere suitable. Okay, see in a minute. I'm following this new trail that's appeared, and it goes right through everywhere where I camp. Look, you see it? I mean, it's pretty unlikely that anybody's going to come down here, but this was all untouched. Look, you see it through. Look what they've come through here. This leads right through all the camps that I have, all the camp locations. Now there's too many leaves to see, like where. Okay, I'm going to have to find somewhere completely different. That's a bummer, but still going to keep smiling. Fuck it. Part of the fun, I suppose. Can't let it get you down. It's a bit part of the fun, finding new places hidden out the way from everybody else. Jesus, how about my friggin' neck? Anyway, so it's really beautiful around here. Look at that. Windy as hell last night, so it's taken the majority of the leaves off. Can't beat the smell of the leaves, the rotten leaves. Takes me back to being a little kid. He was on your way to school or coming back from school and whatever, and they'd be piled up and you'd be jumping in them, kicking them up and chucking them at your mates. Yeah. I know autumn's a time of dying, but it's also a time of like great beauty. I can hear somebody now. There's a trail down there that I pointed out before. I don't really want to go down there if I can help it. But to be honest, I think I'm fucked. I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Time to find somewhere else. Maybe that over there, so it drops down a bank down there. Then there's like a brook, stream, which runs around here. I've camped by it a few times, but I've never ventured into that woodland at the back there, so okay, I think I'm gonna have to. Right, enough of me going on. See you in a minute. You might recognise it down there, you might not, but that's where I did my last camp on video. That was down there. That's where there's like a little stream. Obviously I can't camp there anymore because that new trail. I'll just follow the stream, get into that new woodlands and see how we go. So peaceful. There you go. I can hear somebody now. Let's see if you look down there. There's a main trail down there. I'll try and get it to focus. Focus, you bastard. Come on. Oh well, won't focus. It's down there. I take it that's where they are. I'll make my way down there and I'll see what I can find. Onwards we go. Right, we're down in the valley. There's the stream. There it is. And there's the woodland behind me that I'm going to go and have a look inside. And this is the trail that you've just seen, that cyclist come down. And he carried on up that way. It looks pretty steep, but hopefully it levels out a bit up there. I'm in a hammock, so I don't gotta worry too much, but I don't fancy bloody rock climbing, to be honest. Right, let's try and get across this. So, tiny little. It's lovely on here. That's where I've come from. What's up there? Little babbling brook. That's nice, isn't it? Underneath the yew tree. Got any berries? One there. So now that it's really toxic, but the berries aren't. The seed is, but the berries aren't. So very nice. Any more? I think the birds have had the rest. Right, I've got to make my way up there. Wish me luck. Right, I'm into that little woodland. Came across this. So somebody's been camping here. Telltale signs. They've had some tarp or tarpaulin up or hammock, I don't know what. Cut the branches away. What's that? Something cut in here. Signs of things being put up here regularly. Yeah, it looks like they've tied off to here, the ridge lines or whatever. So everything's been trimmed back off here. I might carry on a little bit further, and if I'm not successful, I'll come back to this spot, I think. Right, onwards we go. Bloody hell, it's a huge tree down. We have had some high winds. It's nice here. It's right on the edge of the forest, looking over some meadowland. If I can find somewhere relatively level, I might set up here. Right, I've just walked a few steps, literally a few steps from where I thought it was okay to be setting up. And what do we have here? Another trail. Jesus. And this is a massive forest as well. And it is just absolutely riddled with trails. Look at that. I was only just in there. It's very open here. I'm just going to get seen. Beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to be seen for obvious reasons. The whole idea is getting away. So I don't know, I'll follow the trail down and see if I can find, well, see what I can find. Waffling, I'll shut up. So, what was going to turn out to be a wild camp has turned out to be a bit of a recce. Because I'm fucked if I can find anywhere that hasn't got a cycle track running through it. Everywhere it's like a network. It's not that I've got anything against cyclists, it's just the fact that, wow, am I screwed to find anywhere that's not like got bikes bombing through it every 5 minutes. What's that over there? That looks like dense woodland. Let's try that. Right, I'm trekking through some thick here, so hopefully it's like very boggy here. Hopefully I'll get lucky in here. I'll be pissed off if I see another trail. To be honest with you, I will. But come on, let's have a look. Oh, it looks nice. Right, okay, that's everything set up. I did end up in that little woods, the last one that I showed you. Pumpkin, top up. The wind's picking up, so I put the sides down, and that's stopping the wind blowing through at the back. Here's something else I've seen done ages ago in the past. I believe I've done it myself, but slightly different. I got the idea off, well, put the idea back in my head to do it again. It was a channel called Paul Bissica. Yeah, he made like this little, basically all it is a bit of plywood, some yacht varnish on, just to shape the tree, drilled either side, tied to it, and basically another hole underneath, and just used any old branch to support it. It's a good idea. So I made it smaller so I can carry it in my backpack at any time. Well, I'll carry it every time now, so it's just an option if I want to. So it does save you back. It's a good idea. Cheers, Paul. Well, that's a nice spot here. I'm glad I carried on. Cup of tea's on. Just the DD camping hammock and 4x4 tarp. There. More or less. There you go. I just get out in the woods and chill doing this sort of thing. Not really bushcrafting as such. I suppose it does come under bushcraft, but you know, it's just about chilling. Tea's ready. Very good. I've got my hands bloody burnt off. Pour some in there. You watch the thing collapse. I won't edit it out if it does. Right. Snuff that out. There we go. Right, sort myself some tea bags out. There you go, Jules. 2 tea bags in 1 cup. Builder's tea. Perfect. There we go. I managed to see one anyway. Okay, that's me all packed up. For what turned out, could have been a disaster, turned out a complete success, in my opinion. Got a lovely new camp location, well out of the way, even better than my previous ones. So, I'm all happy. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you all the very best, and it's over and out from Black Country Woodsman. See ya.